Well, hey there, Goyles and Germs. This is one of probably several installments that are going to be made from the Garage Mahal here in sunny St. James, Winnipeg, Manitoba. We've been doing some things with the kids in the garage to teach them about very basic electronics. So what are we doing here? This is a breadboard. This is a very common piece of test equipment. You use a breadboard to verify that the design for a circuit that you have is actually going to work before you go to the trouble of making your own printed circuit board, which is a huge pain in the butt, requires chemicals, requires product, and it's time consuming. So let's make sure that the thing that we want to build is going to work before we build it. So what are we dealing with here? Well, a breadboard, very simply, is kind of like an interface with a bunch of underlying connectivity. So under here we have a negative bus bar that runs the length, a positive bus bar that runs the length, and then we have these mini bus bars that go across like so, and then the same thing mirrored on the other half with another mirrored full length negative and positive bus bar. But what we've done here today is so simple that we're only using half the breadboard. So we have a variable voltage DC power source, running electrons down through the wire to our banana plugs into the breadboard, and finally into the negative and positive bus bars. So knowing that electrons flow from negative to positive, we have electrons flowing down the negative bus bar to this jumper wire and over to a switch. Very simple, nothing fancy. Back down to a mini bus bar to this relatively fancy photovoltaic variable resistor. So this little monkey, this guy provides less resistance when it has more photons striking its surface. Really interesting, neat piece of hardware, comes in handy from time to time. Now we go down here to the negative side of an LED, back down to this mini bus, and up to this little motor. Back down from the motor and simply back up to the positive jumper to the positive bus to complete the circuit. So let's turn this thing on. You're going to notice two things, I hope. Turn it on. Well, we have an LED that has illuminated and a motor that is not turning. Why? Well, simply because we do not have enough current running through the circuit because of the resistance of this photovoltaic resistor. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy tactical flashlight here, turn it on, and you will see two things. In addition to making a very satisfying, cool sound, the LED gets brighter, and that motor, with its satisfying sound, spins. That's all for this lesson today. I'm sure we'll have more. You guys keep safe.